One game for the right to go to the NBA Finals. It is Game 7, and it's the Western Conference Finals on EA Sports. We're at Toyota Center in downtown Houston. Tonight, it's the Houston Rockets taking on the Memphis Grizzlies. And welcome, I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, you look at the Rockets coming into play. They have the home court here, always crucial in a Game 7, with the winner moving on to the NBA Finals.
Now look, I think both teams are worthy of going to the NBA Finals. But the reality is that only one team will prevail this evening. And the way this series has gone so far, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes all the way down to the final shot.
Nothing going here on that drive. Paul. To Harden. Lets it fly from long range. His first effort off the mark. Right with it. Just getting started. Strap in for a good one here in Game 7. Off the mark. What on earth was he thinking?
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
Grizzlies at the controls right now. Conley picked up by Paul. To right. Here comes the screen. Tough make through traffic.
I 100% guarantee you that was not the play call, but a bucket is a bucket.
Paul into the front court. Down just a couple. To Harden. The jumper's off the mark. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Conley into the front court. He'll run the offense. DeLon Wright against Harden. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Harden into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Paul. Picked up by Memphis.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
And a chance coming up at the line.
I say this a lot, and it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting report. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. With the rock, it's Chris Paul. To Harden. Paul. Two-point shot for James Harden. It's Rab there for the rebound. Holiday controls the basketball. Leads a bucket. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Harden to Capella. For 3. Message received. Well defended. Conley into the front court. Just under a minute to go in a low-scoring first quarter of play. Now a steal as the Rockets have it. To Harden. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Had a difficult first quarter. Couldn't really find his rhythm, but you got 3 more left to play.
It's Grizzlies ball. Conley matched up with P.J. Tucker. Takes stock of the floor. To right. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Grizzlies. Harden in possession. Shot clock's off as they'll search for a tying bucket. Driving right to the basket. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. And scores on the step back. 1 quarter down in this deciding Game 7. Jay and I are back after this. It's the Western Conference Finals on EA Sports. To the second quarter. Neither team sees control in the first. Some interesting things, though, certainly on display.
And when both teams are playing at this level, it just continues to reaffirm that I was excited to watch both of these teams play this entire week. It's been a solid game so far, but this has a chance to be a great one down the stretch.
To right. 5 on the shot clock for Memphis. Right. Off the mark. Surprised he took that one. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Nothing going here on that drive. Bad pass taken away by the Grizzlies.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Knocked loose. Rockets have the steal. James Harden, 3 for 6 now. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Conley. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Conley with a shot comes up empty.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Memphis with the rock. Conley to right. Conley matched up with Harden. Right to Conley. Trying to cash in. Mike Conley. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Curling inside. Driving is Harden, but he can't get it to go down. Nothing going here on that drive. Conley to right. Clint Capella, huge block. That'll get out. Last touch by Capella. Right. Paul with it up top. It's 12-10. To Harden. From the painted area, won't go down. Grizzlies own the basketball. Right to Conley. Oh, bad pass as the Rockets come away with it. Chance for Chris Paul. He shoots. Oh, off the mark.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
To right. To Conley. It's Harden to pull down the rebound. Paul across the timeline. The margin is 2. Halftime on the horizon. Conley to right. Clint Capella sends it away. That'll get out. Last touch by Capella. Right. Conley. A pass taken away by the Rockets. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. We are at halftime in Game 7. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Fellas, Jalen here with your halftime report. All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Memphis, they've got it. Conley to right. Has a look. You talk about forcing things up. Too much pressure that time.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
James Harden at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 85% free throw shooter. Harden hits the free throw. It's a three-point play. The Rockets extend their lead. Across the timeline, it's Conley. His guys down 3. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Mike Conley trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. Got it. Gordon with it. Tie game, third quarter. To Harden. Paul. To Harden. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. Here's a chance from long range. Oh, surprise. He hits it.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Conley. Off the mark. Paul into the front court. Up by 3. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
No, no, no. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Chris Paul at the line for 2 shots. A career 86% from the line. First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. Grizzlies at the controls right now. To Conley. Has a chance. The shot by Conley, no good. Now Paul with the basketball. Up 5. Shot for James Harden. James Harden. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Here comes the screen. To Conley. Scores from the post.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Paul into the front court. Leads 5. Harden to Paul. Here comes the screen. Rockets with 4 to shoot. And the finish at the rim.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
Conley into the front court. The margin standing now at 7. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Mike Conley dancing with the defense. Hits the contested 3.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
And he finishes at the rim.
It just seems like one of 3 things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a 3. Pick your poison.
Conley picked up by Paul. To Harden. And a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
James Harden at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet. The free throw good as he completes the 3-point play. And the lead is up to 9. Conley into the front court. His guys can get a 2-for-1 if they time this out. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Nice pass to get things going.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. His guys down 11. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Short jumper off the mark. That'll do it. 3rd quarter complete. The Rockets with the lead. It's the Rockets in control of the basketball as we start the fourth quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the fourth quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the fourth.
It's Grizzlies ball. Conley to right. Here comes the screen. DeLon Wright matched up with Harden. Won't go down. Paul with it up top. It's an 11-point game. Harden to Capella. And finishes strong.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Conley into the front court. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. To Conley. Grizzlies with 4 to shoot. Not today.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
The drive, right to the basket. Full throttle, right to the basket for the deuce.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
To right. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Harden in possession. His team on top by 13. Nice finish at the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Conley into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Knocked loose. Paul. To Harden. Not giving up on that play. The result, a tie-up. Well, as they get ready for the jump, someone's going to come away with the basketball. Had a chance, but it's no good. Memphis with the rock. Right to Conley. Driving right to the basket. Missed that one. His coach cannot be a happy camper. Paul across the timeline. His guy's up by 15. Harden gets it in the right corner. Capella down low. Shot from the lane won't go. To right. Harden shoots. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there. Bruno Caboclo snatching it out of the air.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Gets to the basket and scores.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
To P.J. Tucker. Harden. Fires the three. It's Rab there for the rebound. Across the timeline, it's Conley. The deficit now up to 13. Clint Capella swats it. That's his third block this evening.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
It's the Rockets who are victorious. They are champions of the Western Conference. They're on their way to the NBA Finals. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
is Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Rockets are the Western Conference champions on behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.